today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Buffalo Bills.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Throwing on first down. Bentley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Bentley. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Bentley, he'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll run on first down. Far. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Looking to throw on second down. Bentley. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. From the gun, Bentley. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
It's hard to be frustrated when you throw for nearly 400 yards. But I know he wanted to break that barrier. I think he got the pain eased a little bit when they named him NFC Offensive Player of the Week, though.
Yeah, when you get the award, you know you had the best week in the conference. You'll let it slide. But, hey, that number well within his range. You know he's got the arm to do it in this one. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Off play action. Sampson. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Sampson. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, drive that dagger play, drive that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brought down at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Sampson. Over the middle, complete. It's Stokes.
Sampson's pass.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Operating from the gun, Sampson. Open man run. It's complete. And now the ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, Sampson got his man complete over the middle. That's Stokes. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
At the 13.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the Bills' 8-yard line.
On second down, it's Ford, and he stopped immediately there.
33.
No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
Brings up
So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let him know right away I'm throwing it. But I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
Bills, nothing.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Their own 23-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
Throwing again. Bentley, and finding the tight end Hooper.
Bentley's pass.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down. And
from the gun, Sampson. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
first down. Hull. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
to throw on 2nd down. Sampson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun, Sampson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Stokes. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
On first down, Sampson. Will get that complete to Parkinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Able to hit his target Lamb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
10-yard line.
Second and 2, first down marker at the 8. From the gun, Sampson is caught at the 7-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
This is Ford, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Number 31.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Sampson. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
6. Bills nothing.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal. You did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes. You don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They go play action here on first down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Bentley firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
To number 80. A gain of 10 yards, and it's 3rd down.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Bentley, and that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Sampson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Sampson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. That hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bentley. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
First down, Buffalo.
From the gun, Bentley over the middle, complete. That's Terry.
Bentley
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Off the play fake, Bentley. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Bentley. That's complete to Davis. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Bill.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
To throw on second down. Bentley looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Third down.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass.
He's taken down back at his own 7. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bills send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Incomplete. For Davius White on the coverage.
From the gun on third down. Sampson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit them. Unable to do so on that play.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does...
It's caught inside the 25. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Off play action. Bentley. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The intended target there was Gabriel Davis.
And that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Bentley. Hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Intended for Leonard Fournette. Incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Bentley. And he'll get that to Fournette. Complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chip in. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. It is the final weekend of the regular season, final day of the calendar year as well. A lot of action to update you on, so let's get right to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the bootleg, Sampson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The 39-yard line.
Looking to throw, Sampson. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8. At the
On 2nd down now. Hull. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. From the gun, Sampson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now this one over the middle and into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation, very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice gain there for a first down.
And incomplete. Tre'Davious White on the coverage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Sampson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Sampson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Sampson's pass.
And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3.
Rams 9. Bills 3.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said does. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines Low man wins, we talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The Bills send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Sampson.
And this one quickly to land.
And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's corralled, but not before giving it inside the 35. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Sampson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Sampson.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So out comes the field goal team once more. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3.
Rams 12, Bills 3.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Now the Rams bring the offense back out here to go for 2. Following the fumble recovery. Sampson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the defense for Los Angeles as they head out to set up shop. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been at the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again?
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
They'll run on 1st down. Far. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Bentley. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Gain on the play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Bentley, that's caught over the middle. Hooper.
Bentley's pass.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the gun on 3rd down. Bentley will find Gabriel Davis. Call it a gain of 5. And the Bills will move the chains.
First down, Bills.
Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down. Bentley. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Bentley. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Back to throw again. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
18. Bills 6.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
27-yard line.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 28-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Sampson. Flushed out right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. On 1st and 10, Sampson is going to find his running back. It's complete. Sampson, 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Quickly completed to the right flat, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll try the left side. Hull. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Sampson. And he will find his man on the outside. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
On the ground with a tight end. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage.
Rams 21, Bills 6.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call him your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
The intended target there was Gabriel Davis, but it'll be 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
Throwing again. Bentley. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From the gun on 3rd down. Bentley. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Thornton.
Complete.
4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
On 1st down, Bentley. On the pressure from the Rams defense.
I don't think there could have been a better pocket for him to throw from, yet he never got rid of the football, and it goes down as a sack.
I mean, he had time to build a campfire back there. He still couldn't get rid of it.
I'll bring the s'mores next time.
The sack. It'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, Bentley. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Bentley's pass.
A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? To throw on 3rd down, Bentley. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Here's the option.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
The 30-yard line.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Hull. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Sampson. This is Gibbons over the middle. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for L.A., it will wind up a 500 season.